Hey guys, Dr. E here. I had some downtime in the office today, so I thought I would make a video to talk about sciatica. Sciatica is what people say when they want to refer to pain running down your leg. And while true sciatica can cause pain to go down the leg, it's only one of the causes. So I wanted to show you anatomically what can cause pain to go down your leg and whether or not they're serious. Most of the causes of leg pain are not that serious. They're either muscular or joint related, and most are very amenable to treatment to conservative care. The most complicated cause of leg pain is probably stenosis, spinal stenosis, but more and more research is coming out to say that's amenable to treatment too, so you don't have to resort to surgery to fix that leg pain. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so let's talk about this anatomically for a second. So let's zoom in. This is the glute max, your butt muscle. Let's take it out for a sec because I want to show you something. You see that muscle a little deeper than glute? It's called the piriformis muscle. Pretty significant muscle for a number of reasons, but most importantly because you see that yellow strip that's beneath it, that's called the sciatic nerve. And that's where we get the term sciatica from. So true sciatica is actually if the piriformis irritates the sciatic nerve, which goes underneath the piriformis. So that's one of the causes of leg pain, but it's not the only cause of leg pain. So let's look at the hamstrings now, because trigger points in the hamstring can absolutely send pain down the leg. That can hurt when you're moving your leg up and down, when you're stretching. It can feel like a nerve issue, but it's actually not. Pretty commonly spasmed in sitting population. People have tight hamstrings all the time. Now we move on to glute med. Glute med is another powerful player in leg pain referral because a trigger point in the glute med can send pain down the side of your leg all the way down to your calf. So we got those two out of the way. Lat can sort of send, it most commonly sends pain up into the arm, but not exclusively. Let's see. So these are now ligaments. Let's take out the muscles for a sec, lat and the erectors and all those. You see the structures that I'm highlighting, those are ligaments holding your sacrum and your ilium together. Ligaments, like muscles, can also send pain down the leg. It's called referred pain. So it can travel from the origin down. Okay, so these are just some pictures of those trigger points I was telling you about. Let's look. So here's the glute med. Those X's are the trigger points, and you can see from the red that it goes all the way down to the calf. Some more trigger points here. They have the lat and QL. Lat, like I said, sends pain up, but also can send it down to the buttock. Yeah, just like there. And then same for the QL. Those are the QL trigger points. And on the right, you have the glute med that I just showed you. Here are facet referrals. These two are facet referrals. Facets are the joints that we adjust when you're laying on your side, the joints that crack. So they can also refer pain. So here's a referral pattern for the facets and go down to the thigh like you see. The other ones like L3, L4, and then L4, L5 can send it all the way down even to the calf. So, and the last one we have, like I said, the hamstrings. Those X's are the trigger points. And you see the pattern of red, it sends it up. Right, so the last two causes of leg pain that I want to go over can be herniated discs and spinal stenosis. So let's talk about herniated discs for a second. So I kind of have a cross-section of our guy from earlier. There's your disc, one of the discs in the lumbar vertebrae, and there's one of your vertebrae. So the space in between them is called the spinal canal. That's where your spinal cord is housed. So anything that decreases that space is called stenosis. We'll hit on that later. Now let's talk about the disc. So you see that blue center in the middle, that's your nucleus pulposus. That's what herniates. Herniation means that blue stuff makes it through the gray stuff. And sometimes that can push on any of those nerves that you see coming out of there in the middle. When that does, that causes irritation that can go down your leg because those nerves also go down your leg. So yeah, you see that's where exit doesn't necessarily have to touch the nerve. It can just irritate the chemical environment. So yeah, just zooming out to show you how far those nerves go. Certainly make it into the leg, even to your pinky toe. So that is how a disc can cause your leg pain. Now let's talk about stenosis. So I'm zooming in on the space a little bit just to show you how it's narrow to begin with, but a lot of other things can narrow it, like a disc can narrow it. You can be predisposed to it, like if you were born with short pedicles, like the legs of your vertebrae are a little shorter, so you're born with a narrow space to begin with. Those are some of the two factors that can cause stenosis to happen. Other things can happen, like degeneration can cause some bony growths called osteophytes to kind of push into the canal and compress it a little bit. And that is it.